doing things I ain't had no business. I was partaking in activity that I shouldn't have been taking in.
I don't think it's true. I don't care to find out.
Think that they could fuck on anything. But when I start talking to niggas, you want to play those games with me? We gonna play them games too. Since you want to fucking threaten me, talking about you want to take my shit.
Welcome back to StarHush, where the drama never stops and the tea keeps overflowing. Offset is losing it over Cardi B, and at this point, it's just sad to watch. Ever since Cardi decided to level up and start a new chapter with NFL star Stefon Diggs, Offset has been in shambles.
That y'all be trying to, what do y'all be trying to accomplish when y'all be bringing my nigga up? Like, what is it? What, like a breakup and then what? You're gonna be sick of me because you're gonna see me living my best life. Everybody wants single Cardi. Everybody wants that. Everybody wants every bitch to be single. Every single time Lori Harvey gets with a new nigga, everybody go crazy for it. Everybody go crazy. Everybody loves it. So it's like, what are you accomplishing? Like, tell me what you're gonna accomplish. You're just gonna turn me up. So go ahead, do all of that. When I decide to get off my nigga, guess what? You're gonna be sick too, cause I'm just gonna be with another rich nigga.
And honestly, he did this to himself. Cardi warned him multiple times that if he kept playing with her, she was going to find someone who treats her right. But instead of locking in, he kept humiliating her with scandal after scandal. Now, he's stuck watching from the sidelines while Cardi lives her best life without him. But here's where it gets weird. Offset isn't just heartbroken, he's obsessed. Word on the street is that he's been popping up in places just to run into Cardi, tracking her moves and acting like he can't let go. Fans are starting to seriously wonder if he's turning into a full-blown stalker. And with how things are escalating, the big question now is, will Cardi finally take legal action to keep him away?
Funny that niggas think that they could fuck on anything. But when I start talking to niggas, you want to play those games with me? We gonna play them games too. Since you want to fucking threaten me, talking about you want to take my shit? You want to take my shit because I'm moving on? Move on. Why can't you move on? It's no fun when mama got the gun, right? It's no fun when I'm slanging pussy, right? Now we're going to court war, right? And I told you, get off my phone. I don't give a fuck. I'm tired.
For someone who keeps pretending he doesn't care, Offset sure spends a lot of time proving the exact opposite. Take this for example. Right after the news broke that Cardi and Stefon Diggs were an item, Offset conveniently leaked private text messages between him and Cardi. Coincidence? I think not. He's out here trying to prove he's still in the picture, but all he's really doing is embarrassing himself further. In one of the texts he sent Cardi, Offset wrote, "Keep my child. Why do you think you a lick for me? Like for real? Like me saying that was wrong? That's my baby. Like I sound desperate for what? And who you? No, before you continue getting with other dudes might not be mine anyway, cause I ain't been with you and you wasn't pregnant when I was around." Translation? He was low-key throwing shade and hinting, once again, that Cardi's baby might not be his. And let's be real, this isn't the first time he's tried to play victim and paint Cardi as unfaithful. Every time she moves on, he suddenly acts like he's questioning paternity, like clockwork. But Cardi was not about to let him get away with it. She hit back with, "LOL, you don't gotta answer the phone, just wanted to show why I don't mess with you. Everybody knows about you and Pre, everybody knows that's your girl. And on top of that, you couldn't even stand up like a man for culture. Tashia and your mom robbed me coat." Who? She let it be known that she wasn't falling for the fake remorse act.
Cause you will fucking talk to a nigga and a motherfucker will play in your fucking face, over and over again, and she'll be like, watch what I'm about to do, watch what I'm about to say. And I've really been sparing you. You've been fucking feeling yourself, nigga, cause of your album and and you really been fucking doing me dirty after some fucking years that I'm up your Not even a fucking thank you that I got for your And it's so crazy that I gotta go to the fucking internet because whenever I tell you something, you don't take it seriously. And I'm so tired of it. I'm fucking tired of it.
And what's even crazier is that Offset tried to cover his tracks, later claiming that his account was hacked. But Cardi, she wasn't buying it for a second. Instead, she decided to shut it all down with receipts. And these texts, they showed just how deep Offset still is in his feelings. One of them read, "Damn, you look pretty, come over." Cardi wasted no time shutting that down, replying, "I told you, you never getting this again, and I mean that." But Offset kept pushing, saying, "I want to be with you, why you acting like that? You think you gonna be on me if you do? I want you, I miss your face, you make me want to do something." At this point, it's clear. Offset is down bad. He can claim he's unbothered all he wants, but these texts, they tell a whole different story.
My wife back, Cardi, you know what I'm saying? We're going through a lot of things right now, a lot of things on the media. I embarrassed you. I made you look crazy. Doing things I ain't had no business. I was partaking in activity that I shouldn't have been taking in. Breaking your heart, breaking our promise, breaking God's promise, and being a selfish, messed up husband.
Cardi was not having it. She hit Offset with a response that shut him all the way down, saying, "I don't feel like I'm gonna be on you. Y'all just don't deserve it." And let's just say that one really bruised Offset's ego. Because the moment Cardi shut him down, he immediately ran to social media trying to flip the script. Instead of owning up to his obsession, Offset started throwing shade at Cardi, trying to make her look like the villain. He went on Twitter posting, "Lies told to make me look bad. I couldn't play how you do. Pray for them kids." Now, what's really got people talking is how Offset miraculously kept popping up wherever Cardi was. Fans started accusing him of stalking her after a video surfaced showing him and Cardi at the same party. The timing? Way too suspect. But Offset, of course, denied everything, claiming it was Cardi who was following him. He clapped back saying, "How I follow someone to my party? Cardi B, I'm in DMs with dudes. Don't make me post who you asked was at my party." But Cardi, she wasn't about to let him gaslight her. She hit right back, calling him a groupie, and that sent Offset into a full-blown meltdown. He went on another Twitter rant saying, "Mad groupie? It's a whole video of you having me take the fall, lying for these strangers. Twin, I can no longer look the way you got me looking for these people." And if that wasn't enough, he threw even more shade about Cardi's parenting, saying, "We got 2 little girls and you online talking about you in 304 season." At this point, Offset was grasping for anything to get under Cardi's skin. He even tried to paint her as the problem, claiming that she was using him for clout. Nobody wins when the fan fight. Stop capping to these people to make yourself look like the victim. That ain't the look. You got fire music, but you're too focused on these dudes and trying to make me look bad. Focus, bruh. This mess is embarrassing for both of us. Honestly, just drop the album and go up. Cardi was done playing nice. She came straight for Offset's neck, exposing him for being salty that she was moving on with Stefan Diggs. She tweeted, "So dating because I'm single means I'm just worried about dudes? You sound ridiculous. Trying to act fake nice after doing what you wanted from the start. Please, stop pushing this narrative to these people." And if that wasn't enough, she finished him off with, "Congratulations. Now do me a favor, F off and sign those papers today." Oop, not sign the papers today. Cardi said she's done with the back and forth. But Offset, he refused to take the L quietly. Instead, he tried to act unbothered, even though he was clearly pressed. He fired back with, "Single and miserable. Check the last 10 spaces you mentioned me in." You getting hit at the flex, though. Go ahead, get your flex on, mama.
I don't know if it's true. I don't think it's true. I don't care to find out because I've been single for a minute now, but I have been afraid to I'm not afraid, I just don't know how to tell the world.
But Cardi wasn't letting that slide either. She clapped back even harder, saying, "Single and miserable? Nah, you're just mad that I'm outside. You really thought no one was gonna be on me? Because in your words, I got 3 kids in my 30s. I must be miserable? Please." And then she hit him with the real truth. I don't bother none of the girls you mess with, but every guy I talk to, you're in their DMS talking trash about me. Like, let's not... Who? So basically, Offset was out here stalking her moves and DMing Stefan Diggs just to talk smack. The jealousy is screaming. And honestly, given the way Offset has been acting these past few weeks, are we even surprised? Offset is losing it, and instead of accepting that Cardi has moved on, he's out here grasping at anything to make Stefan Diggs look bad. First, he tried leaking texts, then he stalked her at events, and now he's throwing out wild accusations, calling Stefan gay. At this point, it's like Offset is desperate to find any reason to make Cardi rethink her new man. But here's the kicker. This accusation didn't just come out of nowhere. For a while now, there's been buzz about Stefan's so-called secret life. And while nobody really took it seriously before, things got real when a man named Chris Blake Griffith stepped forward with some shocking allegations. Chris claims that he had an extremely disturbing encounter with Stefan at an event. And it wasn't just typical celebrity drama. According to Chris, he was targeted. He says that Stefan spiked his drink and then tried to take advantage of him. But here's where it gets even wilder. Chris says this wasn't even Stefan's first attempt. According to him, Stefan had already tried to make a move before the drink spiking incident. Chris claims that Stefan approached him in a way that made him uncomfortable. And when he firmly shut it down, Stefan allegedly took things a step further. Chris made it crystal clear that he wasn't interested, but he says Stefan wasn't used to hearing no. And that's when things took a dark turn. Now, with Offset suddenly bringing up these rumors, people are starting to connect the dots. Is Offset just bitter and looking for any way to sabotage Cardi's new relationship? Or is he really exposing something deeper? If Offset thought throwing shade at Stefan Diggs was gonna shake things up, he seriously miscalculated. Word on the street is that after getting rejected twice, Stefan wasn't ready to let things go. Allegedly, he brought in his brother Diaz and a few others to confront Chris Blake Griffith in an elevator, aiming to intimidate him and keep the situation quiet. According to reports, this wasn't just a heated argument. This was a planned move to silence Chris, but somehow he managed to break free before things got even worse. Chris didn't waste any time. He ran straight to the authorities, fully expecting justice. But guess what? Nothing happened. The whole situation seemed to just disappear, with no real consequences for Stefan. And while Chris was left wondering why his claims weren't taken seriously, Offset was out here, using the rumors as a weapon to get under Cardi's skin. Let's be real. Offset's sudden interest in Stefan's past had nothing to do with seeking justice for Chris. It had everything to do with trying to humiliate Cardi and embarrass her new man. He thought his little petty digs were gonna get a reaction out of them. But instead, Cardi and Stefan hit him with pure silence. And that was probably the worst thing they could have done to Offset. Because when someone's desperate for attention and they get nothing, they spiral. So what did Stefan do? Oh, he got real petty with it. Instead of responding to Offset's little tantrum, he casually posted a pic of him and Cardi enjoying dinner together, adding the shadiest caption, "So proud of myself. Who would have ever thought I'd be eating dinner with Cardi B?" And that right there, that's how you win a war without even throwing a punch. If Offset was already feeling salty about Cardi and Stefan, then Stefan's shady little flex was the final nail in the coffin. When he posted that slick caption about having dinner with Cardi, Offset lost it. He went straight to Twitter and spiraled into a full-on meltdown, posting, "I smell some BS, fanboy." And just to drive the point home, he dropped a shrimp emoji. Now, I think we all know what he was implying with that one. But that wasn't even the worst part. Offset kept going. He fired off another tweet talking about, "My newbie batter. Had you last week, by the way. Butch been cheating since 2019. Tommy and Sammy, I ain't tell when you did, right?" Offset was throwing out names like he had some kind of receipts, but nobody even knew what he was talking about. It was like he was just grasping at straws trying to hurt Cardi. Then, just when you thought he couldn't go lower, he slid into Cardi's comments with a trash can emoji under her flawless new post. Childish. But here's where things got real creepy. Fans started noticing something strange. Offset was spotted in New Orleans the same day Cardi was there for Super Bowl weekend. Now, coincidence? Maybe. But given his erratic behavior, people weren't buying it. The internet immediately started begging Cardi to file a restraining order because at this point, it was giving stalker vibes. One fan wrote, "Offset really turned New Orleans into a love scavenger hunt." Another said, "This is scary. I've never seen a dude so pressed for a woman he kept treating like an afterthought." And honestly, they're not wrong. So what do you think? Is Offset really out here stalking Cardi, or is this just a crazy coincidence? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for the next messy update.